In this video, I'll show you how to use Bitget Wallet. I'll leave timestamps down in the description for all of the different sections, like getting set up with the wallet, getting crypto in and out, and swapping coins. So firstly, we're going to press start now, and then we're going to create a brand new wallet. Now, in a second, I'll show you importing a wallet. That's if you lose your phone or delete the app. You can recover your wallet again, no issues, but you need one thing, which is your seed phrase. We get given the seed phrase when we create our wallet, so we'll go through that now. Press create wallet, and you need to set up a PIN code to get into the app. This isn't your seed phrase or anything. You can change this. This is just a PIN code to get into the app, like an app lock. You can also set up Face ID or Touch ID if you want as well later on after you set this up. So I'll just set up the PIN code here and double check that. And then from there, it's going to create the wallet, and that's it. We can get into the wallet, we can use it. But the one thing we haven't got yet is our seed phrase. So we need to make sure that we back that up properly. So before doing anything, go down to the bottom right-hand corner and press wallet. Then up at the top, you can see my wallet, top left. Click that. And then here it says back up now. So press back up now. And then it's going to give us our seed phrase. The seed phrase is the master key to our wallet. If we lose our phone, if we delete the app, we can just use this seed phrase to gain access to our wallet again on any other device. So we really need to write this down, keep it super safe, and that is the thing that's going to help us recover our wallet in the future. So down at the bottom it says backup seed phrase, enter the PIN that you entered into the app, and it's blocked so you can't see it, but if I were to unblock this, you can see a list of words here. These words are your seed phrase. Write them down, make sure you do not lose them, do not show them to anyone else either. Whoever has access to these words can import and recover this wallet on any other device. So if anyone else knows this, they have access to your wallet because they can recover it on their device. If you lose your phone or delete the Bitget app, you can use these words to recover your wallet on any other device as well. So make sure you back this up properly, like it says up at the top. No digital copies, no screenshots. Write it down somewhere safe and make sure it's backed up. Now I'll show you how to recover the wallet that we just created. Even if you lose your device or you delete the Bitget app, you can just download the app again on another device, and as long as you have that seed phrase that we were given, you can recover your wallet and all of the crypto in there. So in the Bitget app on the start page, instead of pressing create wallet, we're going to press import wallet. And then up at the top it says seed phrase. Click this, and you just need to put your seed phrase in here, press confirm, and it will recover the wallet that you have and all of the crypto in there. So even if you lose your device or delete the app, you'll still gain access to all of your crypto as long as you have that seed phrase. That's why the seed phrase is the most important thing. If you're looking to use Bitget Wallet, you may also have a Bitget centralized exchange account, and you can actually bind the two accounts here. That just makes it easy to deposit and withdraw crypto from your centralized exchange account on Bitget. So up in the top left of the app, in the home screen, click this icon here, and then you can see bind Bitget exchange account. So if you have a centralized exchange account already set up with Bitget, you can bind it right here. Just press bind. It will take you through to the app like this. As you can see, the wallet address that you've just created in your Bitget wallet, that will be linked to the exchange app. I'm not going to do that now, but if you want to sign up, I'll leave a link below to the Bitget exchange. They give a deposit bonus when you sign up on the centralized exchange. So if you haven't got an exchange account, click that link when you sign up. You can easily buy crypto on there, and then you can just withdraw that into your Bitget wallet. Also, you might want to add biometrics to the account if it doesn't prompt you already. So if you go down to advanced settings, you can click these on and off as required. So unlock required, biometric payment, as you can see here. If you want to click those on, you can do. Just makes it a little bit safer when withdrawing from the wallet or making any payments. There is a buy crypto feature directly within Bitget Wallet. I'll show you how to use that now. If you go down to the wallet in the bottom right and then press deposit up at the top here, then down at the bottom it says buy crypto. Now, I wouldn't recommend doing this, especially for larger amounts of crypto. What Bitget Wallet is going to do is send you through to a third-party provider like MoonPay or Transact. They're fine, but they're quite expensive exchanges. So you're going to be paying very high fees, maybe anywhere from 2% to 4% by the time the crypto gets into your wallet. So I wouldn't recommend it, but if you want to buy small amounts and test, you can do here. So up at the top, just choose the crypto that you want to use or have into your wallet. So for example, if I want to buy some ETH, I can do that, but I just have to make sure that I'm buying the ETH on the chain that I want to use it on. So ETH exists on many different chains. You've got Ethereum at the top on the ETH mainnet. You've got ETH on Arbitrum, ETH on Optimism, as you can see. So we'll go through that in a second, but just make sure that you buy the crypto that you want and you know which chain that you want to actually have that crypto on before you buy it. But you can click the fiat currency here. So it's got Hong Kong dollars at the moment for me, but you can choose from a long list of them. So whatever you want to choose, it's going to give you different options to pay with. So if I click pay with credit or debit card, they're the options right now. So I can pay with credit or debit card or Apple or Google Pay, and then MoonPay, anything that you can connect. These are just other exchanges that are going to charge you a lot of money and high transaction fees to actually buy the crypto. So I wouldn't recommend doing this. What I'd recommend is having your own centralized exchange account set up and then actually buying there and then withdrawing that crypto into your Bitget wallet. Now I'll show you how to deposit crypto into your wallet from any other exchange. This is going to let us buy crypto on a centralized exchange for the cheapest rates and then withdraw that into our Bitget wallet. Up at the top again, we're going to press deposit. And then this time we're going to choose from wallets or exchanges. Now from here, we just need to make sure that we choose the asset that we want to deposit in and the blockchain that we're using. So up at the top, I'm going to search for an asset, for example, ETH. And you should be able to see that ETH exists on many different chains. So we need to make sure that we're choosing the asset that we want and the blockchain that we want it on. So down here, you can see ETH on Tron, ETH on Binance, ETH on Avalanche, Optimism, Arbitrum, you can see those here. So whichever blockchain that you want to use and have the asset on, that's the one that you should choose. So ETH on Arbitrum is something that I want to deposit, so I can click that one. I'll just firstly show you a stablecoin as well, like USDT. This also exists on many different chains. So you need to make sure that you get the wallet address of the chain that you want to use it on, because all of the different chains have different wallet addresses all within your Bitget Wallet app. So you've got USDT on Ethereum, USDT on Tron, BNB Smart Chain, Polygon, Solana, etc. So make sure you choose the asset that you want and also the chain that you want to deposit it into and use it on. So for me, I'm going to use ETH on the Arbitrum chain. So I'm going to click that. And this is my wallet address. So you should be able to see a QR code here. Down at the bottom is a long address as well. So you can copy this and then go and paste it from your centralized exchange when you're withdrawing. So if you have a Bitget exchange account, you can deposit it directly from your Bitget exchange account here. So if you click that, it's going to take you through and it's going to link up to your Bitget account. If you don't have a Bitget centralized exchange, that doesn't matter. You can deposit in from any other exchange as well. You just have to copy your wallet address. So what I'm going to do, I'm depositing ETH on the Arbitrum network here. I'm going to copy my wallet address and then go over to the other centralized exchange and we can deposit it into our Bitget wallet. If you don't know how to buy crypto on centralized exchanges, I'll leave video guides on all of the major exchanges down below on how to set up with an account, buy crypto, and then withdraw it. I'll leave some links to deposit and trading bonuses for all of the major exchanges as well. If you're a new user, you can get some bonuses when you sign up. So everything you need to know will be down in the description. But I've bought some ETH on my centralized exchange, so I'm going to withdraw it to my Bitget wallet address. So I'm going to press withdraw. Now, every single centralized exchange is the same. Once you've bought the crypto, you just need to press withdraw, and then you want to send it via a crypto network. That's going to send the message into your Bitget wallet, and so you can actually use that asset in your Bitget wallet. So from here, it says, where are you sending it? I copied the address in my Bitget wallet. That's where I'm sending the ETH. So I'm going to paste in that wallet address here. And then down it says, which network are you using? This is really important. When you send a crypto transaction, you just need to be sure of two things. Same asset, same blockchain. So in my Bitget wallet, you saw that I wanted to deposit ETH on the Arbitrum network. ETH is the asset, Arbitrum is the network. So when I'm withdrawing from another exchange, I need to make sure that those two things are exactly the same. I'm withdrawing the same asset, which is ETH, and I'm using the same network, which is Arbitrum. So you can see down here, just below the center line, Arbitrum 1, that's the Arbitrum network. So I'm going to click that. And then I'm going to put in the amount of ETH that I want to send out. So when you're sending from any other exchange, or if you have crypto in a different wallet, or if someone else wants to send you crypto from their wallet, you just need to give them your wallet address, same asset, same blockchain. So I'll withdraw this ETH, and that will be sent into my Bitget wallet. The ETH that I sent from my centralized exchange account has now been deposited into my Bitget wallet, as you can see. So I've got a balance now. and you can see ETH here. If I click it, it's going to show me which blockchain that this asset is on. Up at the top it says Arbitrum, and I have my balance here. If I click Ethereum mainnet, no balance, and Base, no balance. They're different blockchains, and so I've got no balance of this asset on those chains. It's just on this chain that I used, Arbitrum, that I've got the balance on. That's the same for stablecoins as well. So if you want to use USDT or USDC, I'll click into USDT. Up at the top, you can see all of the supported chains: Ethereum, Arbitrum, BNB Chain, Tron, Polygon, Solana, Sway, Ton. So if you send USDT to one of those networks, that's on that network and you can't use it across the other networks. So make sure that when you deposit crypto in, it's on the network that you want to use it on. Also up at the top right, in the top right hand corner, you can just edit these. So if you use certain blockchains or not, you can just take them away like this and then add them back if you want to remove them later. So you can just tidy up all of your token balances that you can see down here and any tokens that you have on those blockchains. If you're new to using crypto wallets as well, you need to know that when we use blockchains, we have to pay a transaction fee. And so depending on which blockchain that you're using, the coin that you pay that fee in may change. So on the Ethereum networks, Ethereum and the layer 2s like Arbitrum, Optimism, Base, they all use ETH for gas. So you need some ETH to pay for transaction fees. If you're using Tron, you need TRX for gas. If you're using Solana, you need Sol for gas. So you need to send some of the layer 1 coin into the network first in order to pay for transaction fees. If you don't have any of the layer 1 coin, then you won't be able to send the coins out of your wallet and you won't be able to swap them or use the blockchain in any other way. So whichever blockchain that you're using, make sure you have the layer 1 gas coin in your wallet first in order to pay for transaction fees. That's especially important if using stablecoins like USDT or USDC, because these are not gas coins. You can't pay gas with them. And so if you have some stable coins in your wallet and you don't have any of the gas coin on the network that they're on, you won't be able to use them in any way and you can't send them back out. So you can easily search for the network that your stablecoin is on. So I've clicked into USDT here. Up at the top it says Ethereum, Arbitrum, BNB Chain, as you can see. So you can just easily see which chain it's on, and then you know, okay, it's on this chain. I need some gas coin on that chain in order to use it. Now, wallets are also taking this away a little bit as well. So for some chains, you may be able to pay for gas with the stablecoin. For example, if you can see get gas here, deposit now, this is actually a service where you can get some gas and pay for transaction fees in a few different coins like BGB, which is Bitget's token, USDT, as you can see. So that may be available on some chains if you want to use that. But for most chains, what you need to do is send in some of the gas coin and then you can pay for transaction fees, swap your coins and use other blockchain apps. Now I'll show you how to swap one coin for another using Bitget Wallet. So down at the bottom in the middle, it says trade. Click that and we're in the swap screen. Click USDT up at the top here. Now it's on BNB chain. I don't have any assets on BNB chain, so I can't use it. I have to scroll around and find the Arbitrum network right here. And then it's going to show me that I've got a balance of ETH. So not only do I pay for gas fees in ETH, but I can use the value of ETH to swap into another coin as well. So down at the bottom, I'm going to select USDT. So I'm going to swap ETH into USDT. Now from here, what we can do is go ahead and swap. You can see I've got some ETH in my account. So how much do you want to use? Let's say 25% of that. Now what it's going to do, it's going to show me down here how it's swapping. The provider is actually Uniswap v3. So Bitget Wallet is using a decentralized exchange, Uniswap, to swap the coins. You can see the slippage here. I'm going to click slippage. Slippage is the difference between the price quote that you get given when you press the swap and the actual price that's traded on the blockchain. There may be a slight difference here. So that slippage is how much. I'm going to use slippage of let's say 1%, which is more than enough for a big exchange, like for a big token pair like this. So it's going to search around for the best exchange. Unizen apparently is the best exchange rate right now. So I can press trade. It's going to confirm the swap, make sure that I'm happy with it. If I'm happy, I can just go down to the bottom, press confirm, put in my PIN code. If you're using biometrics, you can do that too, and that will swap one coin for another, and then the 2 coin balances will change in your wallet. Once the swap has been completed, you should be able to see the token balances change. So down in your wallet again, in the bottom right, you can now see I have less ETH because I use that as a balance to swap into USDT, which I now have a balance of. The best thing about the app though is using the Discover tab to connect our wallet to any blockchain application directly. The swap feature that we just saw, this is fine, but under the surface, Bitget are using some decentralized exchange, which may not be giving us the absolute best exchange rate. So what we can do is connect our wallet directly to any decentralized exchange or any other app. So go to Discover down in the bottom. You'll see all of the top blockchain apps that are currently being used and across multiple blockchains. So these are the major apps on Ethereum. So you've got staking, lending, swapping of coins. These are the major apps on Solana. Now we've got assets on the Arbitrum network, so we can find Arbitrum. These are the top apps on Arbitrum. Or you can go up to the top and just search for any app if you know it by the URL. So I'm going to use 1inch, which is an exchange aggregator. This is going to get us the absolute best exchange rate across any of the major exchanges for the tokens that we want to swap. So we're going to launch the app and then we can connect our wallet. Once you're in the app, you can connect your wallet. So in the middle here, it says connect wallet. Down at the bottom also, it says connect wallet. So connect wallet. Then it's going to ask you, hey, you've got this wallet. Do you want to connect it? So Bitget Wallet here. Yes, connect that. Down at the bottom, you can see a black box, but I can see the wallet address of the wallet that we're using. So I know my wallet is connected. You can go ahead and swap the tokens just like we did in the swap feature, but only now we're using the exchange directly. And because 1inch is an exchange aggregator, it hopefully should be getting us the absolute best exchange rate for the tokens that we're swapping. But you don't just use exchanges, you can use any app. So as you can see here, futures trading, lending, everything else that's built on the blockchain, you can connect your wallet to it easily using the Discover tab. I'll leave the deposit and trading bonus links to the major exchanges down in the description and some other helpful videos as well down there. I'm James, this is Money's EG. Cheers for watching and I'll see you in the next one.